Every so often, over the past 4 years, our Steve Hartman has used the random toss of a dart at a map of the United States to prove his unusual theory that everybody has a story. One of his most memorable subjects was a Montana man who learned a valuable lesson from his father, that nothing in life should be handed to you.
To me, it doesn't matter where the dart hits or even who my finger finds. All I want is a story people can relate to. Lynn Godfrey. Which is why
I look through these books about every night.
Even if you haven't spent the last 40 years wishing for cows and coveting farm implements, I'm trusting you can relate to a shattered dream.
I just wanted to ranch all my life.
Lynn Godfrey was raised on a ranch. One of 6 kids, he was the son who most wanted to follow in his father's footsteps. A lot of ranchers dream of having a son stay on. But Dean Godfrey was never one of them.
I never had a penny from nobody.
And so he wanted us to do the same way he did.
Which meant starting all over.
It's been starting from scratch.
Lynn says at the time, he and his wife Nancy couldn't afford steak, let alone cattle. So when his father retired, the ranch went to the highest bidder.
And I was hurt, but I got to accept it because that's what he wanted, and I was the child and he was the parent.
Lynn says it was the biggest disappointment of his life. And because he couldn't be a rancher, years later he did everything in his power to help his kids live the dream. All 417 of them, give or take. For 31 years, Lynn taught high school agriculture classes and shared his passion for ranching with the future farmers of America.
He was always at school from 6 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock at night.
He put more hours out of school than he did in school.
Just because he liked the kids so much.
He would try to give those students the opportunity that he never had.
He helped a lot of kids get started.
Yeah, I did. Because actually that made me feel like I was succeeding.
Lynn retired a couple years ago. And thanks to smart investing, today, at the age of 57, Lynn Godfrey is finally ranching.
Here, calf, here, calf.
He has 2,000 acres, 40 head, and enough money left over to actually buy something from that catalog.
Only $20,000. That sounds like a good buy.
Wife willing, of course. And finally, the best part of all.
This is the land I just bought January 7th.
Look familiar?
You got it back.
I got it back.
Sometimes kids have to go an awful long way just to get back to where they started. And although that may seem unfair at times, Lynn says he now understands why parents do it.
Is it everything that you dreamed it would be?
Oh yeah, it's better. Yeah, it's better.
Steve Hartman, CBS News, Roundup, Montana.